All right, so what we'll do is I'm simply just going to go through the questions first, and then we'll just go through each character. So the very first question we'll be discussing is the frequency of which the user will be using the software. The second one is the user's level of expertise within their own domain. Then we have the user's general level of proficiency with computers. We have the user's level of proficiency with software that's being developed, and then the user's general goal for using the software. So, does someone else want to start, or would you just like me to start with? I can do the front of house staff.
We can start with the owner from the top.
Perfect. That sounds great, Shiv. So, if the owner, person who's got the user role for owner, wants to start off.
Yeah, sure. So the frequency which the user will use that software, I think that is occasionally. Um, the expertise that will be needed, uh, yeah, will be medium because sometimes the owner will need to review the company's product and sales summary. So that sounds great to that. Uh, the proficiency, I think that it doesn't need to be a skilled person using a computer, but the user should use the web as a normal person. Um, okay, the proficiency of the software being developed. Well, I think that the owner must have a clear understanding of it. The goal, the general goal of the owner. I think that one remarkable feature of the owner is that he must be able to use the software easily and um, and yeah, I think that's all.
Perfect.
Sounds good. Thanks, Camilla. So for the manager, I know manager he's gonna use the software daily, and the manager will be experienced in his role as a store manager to manage daily operations at the store. Uh, the manager is comfortable using web applications on a daily basis on the cell phones, so that shouldn't be an issue. Uh, and the manager has an idea of what the software will look like. The owner has told him what the software basic structure will be, so that should be fine for him. The main purpose for the manager is going to be focused on efficiency and to increase profit for the store, and that's the main goal he's going to be using the software for. So I think that's all the manager class will be, user stories and stuff. We can go with the next person. We can see kitchen staff.
Yeah, for the frequency for the user, I think it'll be about 30 to 40% throughout their shift, spending the other 60 to 70% completing orders and other duties. With regards to the level of expertise with their domain, it would be low to medium if the user has any experience with mobile ordering. Their app will function the same way. So if the user has no experience, the app will still be user-friendly and intuitive. With regards to the user's general level of proficiency with computers, it should be around medium, as long as they're capable of using a smartphone or navigating through a common Apple, Android, Microsoft UIs. Then those skills should be transferable. The user's level of proficiency with the software being developed. If the system crashes or freezes, then the user should be able to just reset the system without any additional support. So pretty much just like knowing how to hard reset the system. The user's general role for using the software, the user should will have to be more efficient with regards to ordering and serving the experience for the customer and staff. I'll pass it off to the front of house.
All right, I can pick it up there. So the front of house staff, their frequency, they'll be on this app all day long. It's going to be their main app to enter in any tools while they're at work. Their level of experience should be quite high as it's a POS system, and I want to say nowadays about 90% of all staff for front end know how to use POS systems. The proficiency with computers is going to be fairly high. Most people who are servers nowadays are of a younger generation, and we've been growing up with computers. They understand computers. They know what they're doing with mobile apps. The software being developed, their main thing is they're going to want convenience over anything else. They don't want a software that's going to be laggy or too many options. It's something that's easy to put in a menu and an order, and off they go. And that's going to be their general goal with it, is a very fast, easy software to use. You don't need a lot of pictures, something easy for training. So the next I'll pass it off who you can do for the returning customer.
Yeah, for the user will be using it infrequently, and for the expertise level, the user will be quite experienced as he is a returning customer and he knows almost every kind of menu. For the level of proficiency, the user is quite comfortable at using the web and other softwares as he or she frequently use online ordering systems. For the other user goals, the user is not new to the software and knows how to use it effectively. The user needs convenience, but more importantly, need rich experience as she is comfortable with the software and knows much about it. So next, I will pass to my mate Ahmed.
Okay, so as a first time customer, for the frequency, I use it a couple of times a week to order breakfast or lunch, and the user level of expertise is easier for me to use any mobile app or machine to order. The general level of proficiency with computer and software, I have some computer knowledge, but I'm not expert. And the level of proficiency with the software, I have a basic proficiency in software and its development. And just since I just moved to Canada, I have never used this type of software before. Also, because I will use it to order on my way to work. This way I could save some time in the morning. So I'm looking more for a convenience experience than a rich one.
All right, so talk about for the quick customer and the quick orders. So the user will likely use software early in the morning and maybe even several times a day. When it comes to expertise in their domain, the user is going to have a low to medium. The project is going to be presented with an interface that is meant to be user-friendly and efficient to navigate to allow even the least technical users to be able to make quick coffee orders using the software. In terms of proficiency with computers and software, the user will have a high level of proficiency, especially if they're familiar with their own personal smartphones, tablets, or any other devices. So therefore, they can use this software very easily. The user will remain at a high level of proficiency even while the software is being developed. And then the user's general goal for the software will be focused on convenience, especially for quick orders, but a rich experience to make their daily lives also fruitful.
For the dine-in customer, the frequency with which the user will use the software would be like quite frequently. This user will use the software. The level of expertise would be like it would be intermediate. Like most in this time, the application interfaces are quite common, so his expertise would be moderate. The proficiency with the user's general level of proficiency with computers and software. So the dine-in customers' proficiency would be like good as most of the apps have the similar UI. And as the software would develop, then user may able to adapt the changes and the user's proficiency may remain the same. and the user's goal for using the software. So for that, the dine-in customer is the main goal of the dine-in customer is to order the meals, customize them, and complete the payment. So this is the dine-in customer's user roles.
Perfect. So I think that pretty much wraps up our user roles and the detailed information for it. So I just want to thank everyone for coming out for the meeting, and we'll see everybody soon.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night, guys.
Thank you so
See you
much.
guys.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank